Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes Reacts. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively we are the Office Blokes. Yep. It's true. What we got going on at the moment, Office Bloke Daz?
Got loads of stuff going on, Dave.
Cheers.
We've got things like Office Blokes Try, where we've got Try channels, we've got TikTok, we've got Instagram, Office Bloke Daz, Office Bloke Dave. If you go on Instagram, follow us, you'll see our journey going to the USA. I'm going to the USA tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, the day after.
Day after tomorrow,
whenever this comes out. I don't know when this is going to come out, but...
That's true, you might be there already.
That's if I pass my COVID test. I had to go and have a COVID test this morning.
Oh, really?
To fly, yeah. So hopefully I'm COVID-free and good to go on Friday morning.
Away you go. Nice one.
You'll be fine.
Excellent.
Anyway, so...
I will be documenting that on
Instagram,
on social media. Yeah.
Office Bloke Daz, Office Bloke Dave.
Keep up to date with it.
Anyway, tallest buildings in each US state.
Some big buildings in the US.
Are there some states that just don't have big buildings though?
I imagine
like
there will be.
California's, is that a bit because of the earthquake risk? Are they sort of like not quite as tall? No,
don't know.
I think look at places like Tokyo. They've got huge buildings and they've got an earthquake risk, haven't they? So
yeah,
I saw one that was a ridiculously tall building that's got this huge pendulum in the middle of it, and that's
what keeps it up.
Yeah, that swings like a few meters either way.
Yeah,
for earthquake protection.
So that sort of like
unbelievable thing.
Absorbs the.
Just kind of takes the thing out of it.
Right. When we had an earthquake in Dubai, when I was there, I was on like the 16th floor and the building started moving. So I just legged it downstairs, got some woman in front of me, it's taking fucking ages. But you know, you're helping people as you can, sort of thing. And then when I got outside, someone went, "It's fine, they're not going to fall down. These buildings are designed for earthquakes." I said, "Mate, when it rains, it fucking pisses water in."
Maybe designed, not built.
Designed for earthquakes, but not to be waterproof.
I lived in the middle of Manchester when we had our earthquake. They made an episode of Shameless about it, didn't they?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was a proper earthquake. It was like the whole flat was shaking about and stuff. And
it's a weird sensation when you're in one.
Yeah, I mean this wasn't bad, but in the Shameless episode, Frank is in the pub and the earthquake happens and he falls and smashes his head on something and then I think he goes into this.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, that was based on the actual earthquake.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll get into it. So tallest buildings in each US state. Let's do this.
Your answer.
Yeah, that's like a just apartment block over here, isn't it?
Isn't it?
But when I think back, I remember when I lived in the Woodlands. I think they advertised I think it was the Anadarko building was one of the highest, tallest buildings outside of Houston,
right?
Itself, or it was like the second highest building. So I can't remember what they were telling me. It wasn't that tall.
Yeah,
not compared to what you see in New York or places like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. That
it's a nice building, isn't it? They're obviously going in high order, aren't they? So we're starting off with the
67 meters so far.
Not the lowest,
3 or whatever. But that looks like a cross between a church and a fire station.
It does, doesn't it?
It does actually.
Yeah, I reckon it is a church. In fact, it is, isn't it? Because it's got the cross. But yeah, you're right. The big doors look like fire doors. Don't
they do, yeah.
Actually, looks a lot like my primary school did.
Yeah.
If you take the turrets away, then
same type of brick, isn't it?
Yeah, and the same sort of architecture.
Yeah.
feel like the jump is going to be quite significant, you know.
Could be, yeah. There's quite a few around about the 200-300 feet mark, isn't there, at the moment?
Yeah, which isn't huge in the grand scheme of things, is it?
That's 350 foot there, almost.
But I feel like the big ones are going to be obviously New York and places like that.
Yeah.
Even in Las Vegas, there's
Chicago,
quite tall ones. Chicago.
Yeah.
It's the amount that they've got as well, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Like Chicago, New York. There's quite a lot of them.
In Chicago had the Sears Tower, don't they? Don't know if it's still called the Sears Tower, but it was called the Sears Tower.
I actually didn't expect Hawaii to be as
No, I didn't at all.
big and grand as that.
Yeah, not at all.
Have you ever been?
No.
Sorry, mate.
No, just because starting to get up there now, aren't you? You can see a bit of a change now with the height and everything.
Definitely,
Starting to get, pretty big now.
Yeah, but
Another place too far away for me.
yeah, I'd love to go, but it just seems. Very ignorantly, I assumed Hawaii would have been all shacks, like chilled out people. I didn't even think about a big
You need
city.
to get out more, mate.
I know, I really do. That's more like it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, banks, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oil and gas companies. I've noticed though about all these buildings, they're all very basic architecture.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
I was just thinking that. Yeah, there's nothing that really stands out as like.
No.
I don't know.
There was one, I think it may have been Baltimore before, that looked a bit like a PlayStation 5. It was the kind of black and white one that had the lines coming over
There's
it.
ones. There's like a triangle one, like a pyramid shaped one, wasn't there?
But you're right,
I've
they're
seen new
not.
buildings
front
go up.
wall.
I've seen like the Burj Khalifa get built, and I've seen like a couple of buildings in Abu Dhabi get done with the lipstick tops and all that real design around, round buildings, all different designs of like tall buildings. These all seem like just very basic square.
They are, aren't they?
You know, sort of like flat windows around the edge. That's it.
That's it. Just, I think a lot of them are just basic out the functional, aren't they?
A lot of
That's
them are
why.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at where they are, it's not like the financial capitals and things like that. It's more. It's the smaller cities, isn't it?
Yeah, but the financial areas in the smaller cities for most of them, because a lot of them, well, I don't know if the banks occupy the bulk of the building, but some of them, you know, your Wells Fargo, your Chase of the world, all them are sort of like coming up on
insurance companies as well and stuff, isn't it? Yeah. But what I'm saying is that they may have the budget to build the big tower, but it might not be a big grandiose, ridiculous one that you might do.
House.
I suppose what basic,
for
as
purpose.
cheap as possible, for basic purposes. So.
a bit more like it, isn't it?
It's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be that jet of water then.
I want to go Omaha, Nebraska. It's one of the places I want to go to. I don't know why. It's a place I want to go to.
Is it the Midwest? That sort of area in Nebraska?
It's kind of a little bit further over in the Midwest,
a
isn't
bit
it?
further over.
Yeah.
Over in the direction of like
California.
Nevada and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got to like number 12 for me to realise that architecture really doesn't excite me. It's no wonder it takes 7 years to study architecture.
Some of it's good. Some of it's really good though around the world. When you can't just judge one country for architecture.
No, absolutely not. But I think more the subtleties of it are lost on me. Whereas you get the big grand buildings with a twist in it and stuff. I'm impressed by stuff like that. But a lot of buildings are very much the same. A big rectangle with lots of windows,
loads of steel and all that kind of stuff. But a lot of the top architecture goes into other buildings. It doesn't have to be the tallest or anything. It could,
That's true. Yeah,
you look at museums and stuff like that. And, churches and stuff. Some of the architecture goes into them. Are fantastic.
I really like things. You know that what's the church in Manchester that's the real Gothic, dark one that's near Spinningfields?
Saint.
I can't remember what it is now, but it's a really like
I know where it,
you know what I mean, like straight out of Gotham sort of thing. It's really
St. Peter's.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's called.
I don't think
Can't place it.
But that I like that kind of really imposing medieval architecture, that sort of thing.
Yeah, a lot of detail and
yeah. That's the skyline.
Yeah, good.
love Philadelphia.
The bigger, more ridiculous ones are always surrounded by loads of other similar sized buildings, aren't they?
Yeah.
I do love
Philadelphia's a great city.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, that looks beautiful.
That's a great shot. That
it
is
really
yeah,
does.
some of them at night look really good, don't they?
I like a proper skyline like that.
so-
And Manchester's developing it.
We're getting
isn't it?
there.
Yeah.
It's developing nicely, isn't it? So
I think the first one I ever saw in person was Calgary. When I flew to Canada the first time, and that does have a decent skyline that you can see from the airport. And up until that point, I don't think I'd ever really seen a proper skyline from afar, with loads of skyscrapers.
see, some of these would look even bigger if the buildings around them weren't quite so big. Because a lot of them, this is a huge building here, but there's some quite tall as well, isn't there?
I think the best skyline I've seen is Hong Kong.
I can believe that. I've seen pictures
and videos, and it does look absolutely
Especially
amazing.
if you go into one of them rooftop bars in one of them, you're looking over the bay, Colin Bay and all that.
Bet,
It's brilliant.
Isn't Singapore like that with the skyline? Or have I just dreamt that?
It's very small, Singapore. Been to Singapore a few times. Don't recall major skyline.
Right, okay.
Such as not like Hong Kong,
Yeah.
Tokyo, places like that.
Fair enough.
Chicago, New York, innit?
Yeah.
That's Sears Tower. Willis Tower now. That's the Sears Tower, wasn't it? That's the one I was talking about.
Was it renamed as the Willis
Must have been
Tower?
renamed the Willis Tower, yeah.
Was that named after Bruce Willis for...
Die Hard. Die Hard 7.
Yeah, fair enough.
1,450 foot, though, that's big, isn't it?
And you know what he said when he gave it him, and he said, we're going to name this, and he said, what you talking about?
I don't know.
Took a while. That picture.
Oof, what a pose.
I've got that from the I went out on a boat on the lake.
Oh yeah.
And he turned around and said, "No, God, before you go back, let me get a picture."
Yeah. All right.
And we were waiting there, and I was like, "Just wait for it to go a little bit darker."
Just
And it was a similar one of them sort of pictures, yeah.
Yeah. Great shots then.
That's the skyline.
Yeah. Top 10 Donald Trump's tallest buildings. That's a compilation for you.
You could take a picture of it yourself in a few days,
We were only praising the skyline of Manhattan when we were going in on 9/10.
Yeah.
The day before 9/11.
Yeah.
We were driving in saying, where do you get this anywhere in the world? Sort of thing. I mean, little did I know then about other countries that hadn't travelled as much as they had.
Yeah.
But going to Hong Kong is really, that's very impressive. That's just fucking hundreds of skyscraper buildings, sort of all lit up in different colours, advertisements on them. It's really neat to see.
You know, when you're going into, is Hong Kong the one where it goes in at a really tight angle with the landing, or is that somewhere else?
No, Hong Kong. I think Hong Kong used to land in the. They moved the airport. It used to land inside the city, and you you were literally going not in between buildings, but you had buildings quite around surrounding you a little bit, and they built it out into the sea.
Right, okay.
So now you sort of the runway. I'm pretty sure that was Hong Kong. I might be getting mixed up with Singapore, but I think I'm pretty sure it's Hong Kong where you go out into the sea.
Yeah, I just remember seeing a program on it, and you saw the plane, and they came at a stupid angle.
Yeah, that's changed now. Yeah. So they do it into they built a new runway out into the ocean. Yeah.
Right, okay. But yeah, some great skylines.
Some impressive ones,
Brilliant.
isn't there?
I love it, mate. I love seeing skylines at night.
Oh,
I get a proper buzz for major cities, mate.
Especially at night time, it's even better, isn't it? Getting all the lights on and everything.
But I'm a proper city guy as well. I love everything about major cities and being in the city.
Yeah.
Everything that goes on around big cities.
Yeah.
I don't want to live in a country.
We're fortunate to have one of the best ones in the world right on our doorstep.
Yeah. See, I like living out of it, but I like being in it. But because I've lived in the middle of Manchester before for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And my stress levels were through the roof because every time I left my house, there was just my flat. There was thousands of people.
Yeah,
it was relentless.
I'd love that.
There was no trees. Like I hadn't seen a tree for 2 years, unless I went somewhere else. And I need to be out in the sticks and then visit. That's for me.
Yeah, I want to be able to walk out the door and have 10, 15 restaurants and bars and everything's in my hand, public transport, whatever, trains, whatever I need, just walking distance, all in this sort of like short period, and that's what I want. That's my ideal world.
I am with you on that, because I have to get taxis, trains, stuff like that all the time. Travel's a pain in the arse for me, and there's nowhere to get a shot of Pappy Van Winkle near me. So I mean, I love Manchester though, and even there yesterday for not necessarily the funnest reasons, but I'm still in awe of it. You know, and like the amount of bars I was walking past, because they're in the nicer bit as well, you know, the Blues Kitchen and stuff, and the Ivy and places like that, and I'm just looking like,
it's after a free drink here.
I was wearing a suit as well, so I was feeling powerful yesterday.
Next time you go, I can't remember the name of it, right facing the Ivy, it's a really top bar as well.
Right, okay.
I can't remember the name of it. It'll come to me in a minute, but I'll tell you about it in a bit. It's a really top bar to go in as well. But I love all around there. It's Springfield. You can walk to 30 bars in the space of like 100 meters.
Yeah, nice as well.
And I get imposter syndrome of places like that. If I'm wearing my normal clothes, I'm like, I'm not meant to be here whatsoever. But I was suited and booted yesterday and celebrating, so I'm like, going any of those places.
But didn't have your office blow logos on.
No. I had a suit on which is now retired.
Yeah, let's hope so.
So you get married.
Fuck that. No chance.
Yeah, it's good that. I enjoyed looking at that.
Yeah,
thanks for that. Thanks for someone sent me that as a request. Appreciate that. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Don't forget, like and subscribe, hit the bell. We'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers.